Hello everyone. Now it may look like that I have been crying. I can tell you that is not the case. I've just had to put some eye drops in as I had laser eye surgery last Wednesday, so I've got to put some horribly strong eye drops in now, and it's my last day on them today, which is great. So initially I wasn't actually going to cover this particular thing. However, unfortunately, the other day as I was writing my notes, I ran into a problem. So I'd been typing up some notes for the next video, the next proper video, and I got about 4 days in, and then the notes decided to disappear completely. So that was 4 days worth of work completely wasted. So I thought, you know what, fuck it, I'll just cover that thing that I wasn't going to initially cover and had no plans to cover. Now I completely understand that this one may turn out to be a little bit controversial, but I'll do my best not to offend anybody with my views on this particular thing. And I'll just move my camera down real quick because, oh dear. Okay, so as I was saying, I always love these videos where I get to sit down on the chair and just give my views with no script or anything like that, which can sometimes end up as a recipe for disaster, but we'll try our best. So I know many of you probably use Twitter. It's always Twitter. I mean, when is it not? There's always some kind of controversial bullshit going down on that app. But recently I've come across, in the last 2 weeks, there's been a video that's been quite viral. I've been seeing it on a lot of true crime and stuff like that based Twitters and popular pages as well. Now this video you probably recognise by the thumbnail. It's been making its rounds, it's been very, very popular, and there are people who, there's two sides of people who believe different things about this video, and I just want to give my own personal opinion on this video, so, you know, feel free to comment. I'm not gonna say my view is correct on this particular video, but please feel free to give your opinions on this thing. So the video in question. In this video there is a lovely lady who she's been captured on a police dash cam. Now you see, the video is only about 2 minutes long. I think there's much more to it though beforehand. Apparently the police were knocking at this woman's door for about 10 minutes. Her name is Sydney Wilson, apparently, and apparently the police were knocking at her door for about 10 minutes just to perform some kind of welfare check, see if she was okay. Now what this video captures is the police knocking on the door. The door opens and this lady, Sydney, she basically slashes at the police officer with a knife. Now, I don't know how much of this I can show. I could probably show a bit of it, but this police officer basically backs up, tells her to back off, and to cut a long story short, she ends up slashing him in the forehead, which becomes apparent a bit later on in the video. But what this police officer ends up doing is essentially just shooting her, and she passed away, she died because of the injuries. And it's apparent that at the end of the video he's bleeding because there's blood coming off of his hand, and she has hit him with this knife. So you're probably wondering, what kind of opinion have I formed on this? And my opinion on this whole thing is that I believe it was justified. You see, I don't think there's any way in hell that you can look at a video like this of a woman who clearly comes out with a knife and starts slashing at the police. I don't think you can call what the police did an unjustified retaliation against this manner of violence. Now, I'm probably going to regret saying this, but it's the internet, right? Okay, this is exactly the opinion that I've formed on this. A lot of people, they're bringing in the BLM, Black Lives Matter movement towards this video, and there was a particular tweet that said that this video was very much like the George Floyd video and that this was unjustified. And that tweet actually really pissed me off, so much so that I argued against it. And they actually said that this could have been a 2024 George Floyd. Like, what does that even mean? Now, I basically replied to this and I said that George Floyd didn't come out of an apartment building swinging a weapon. This case and the George Floyd case is completely different. I said that you can't compare racism and an unjustified killing of a man against a completely justified takedown of a woman who is slashing a knife at the police. This cop was not unjustified. This was completely justified. The cop was trying to save his own life. The man who murdered George Floyd was not, and that was unjustified. You can in no way compare these two cases, and that seems to be what this particular person tries to do. Now, if this officer made the first move and put his gun up to shoot her and she reacted, then okay, maybe it would have been, partially his fault. But the fact that you can clearly see on the video that she looks out of her door and then just goes for them. Like, there's not even any hesitation in what she does. She knows that she's done something wrong by the looks of it, and she is ready and waiting with that knife. She's collected her thoughts and then picked up a knife and just gone for it. I mean, it doesn't take much common sense to understand and see that this lady here swung first, and that this cop was trying to protect his own life. And second of all, in a scenario like this, who gives a fuck about colour? Who gives a shit about race in a scenario like this? I don't give a flying fuck whether it was a white person, whether it was a black person, whether it was a brown person, fucking anybody. It could have been anyone. I would still feel the same way about this situation despite colour or race. And that's what pisses me off the most about this video. People brought colour into this particular situation where colour was not an issue. That's how much the internet and social media has clouded our judgment of things. That's all I've really got to say about that. It was a completely justified killing of somebody who swung first. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.